everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm sure that by the topic you already know what I intend to talk about today. I'll be discussing 5 important lessons life has taught me. I know it sounds like, oh, it's just 5. Guys, trust me, these 5 are something that have stuck with me, and I'm learning not to ever make these mistakes again in my life, and I know that they will be useful for you as well. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. My name is Olu-Ojo, and I film about family, faith, and lifestyle all the way from Perth, Western Australia. Before I start, I want to say a big thank you to all my new subscribers, all my returning subscribers. Thank you guys for the support and the show of love. I really do appreciate it. Now, are there things that have happened to you where you feel like, man, it's not going to happen again? You've learned your lesson and you won't let it happen again. Well, that's me. So 5 lessons life has taught me. The first one is, guys, never rely on validation from people. Simple. Don't rely on it. It's a big problem when you start relying on what people's opinions are about you. And when you don't get that affirmation, it becomes a huge problem for you. Now, can I quickly say that it's fine to seek validation from time to time, from trusted friends, from loved ones. We all need that affirmation. But where the problem lies is when it becomes the focus of everything that you do. So if you don't have somebody patting you on the back and saying, oh, you're beautiful, oh, you look good, oh, you're worthy, you don't feel any good about yourself. That is where the problem is. I remember when Instagram removed the likes, the number of likes you have on each post. Some people were losing their minds because they could not find out how many people liked. The people could not see how many people were liking their post. Just that crave for attention, crave to be accepted. I think it comes from a place of insecurity when you don't value yourself enough to trust how you feel about yourself, or to make informed decisions, and whether or not people approve, they're able to go ahead with your decision. It's a big problem, and that's something that I used to struggle with, and I'll be sincere with you guys and let you know that it's still a struggle from time to time, where I'm about to make a really big decision and nobody is giving me the ginger I want, and I don't get it done because I'm not getting that affirmation. But guys, nobody can motivate you like you motivate yourself. Nobody can inspire you like you would inspire yourself. Nobody will give you that validation you really need like you will validate yourself. So don't rely on people to give you a pat on the back. Don't rely on the number of likes from Instagram. See, social media can be very unhealthy for your mental health, for your mental self, if you rely on all of that attention you get from a post. You'll be scrolling for minutes and minutes to compare the number of likes you have to what your friends have, and at night you can't sleep. You cannot sleep because you only have 10 likes on your post so far. My dear, that's how people have depression. You don't want to have depression. Please, know what your self-worth is. Accept yourself, love yourself, believe in yourself, and do not be insecure. It's important to know whose you are. You are a child of God, and God approves of you. And that is all you need, really, in this life. I'm learning that it doesn't really matter what people say, what people think. Even though from time to time, say for example, I'm about to embark on a project, like my YouTube channel, for example. When I began, I sent my video before posting online to a few trusted friends, just because I wanted feedback and suggestions. And I took their feedback on and worked on the areas of improvement I needed to work on. But that's not to say that if everybody was saying something to pull me down, I wouldn't have gone ahead anyway, because that can happen to you. People will always find something to say that you don't agree with. People would not always agree with you. They might even try to prove you wrong, but you owe it to yourself to be sure about your decision. You're making an informed decision. You've done your analysis, you've done your research, you have the right resources. Please just go on and get it done. Whether or not you get a pat on the back, whether or not somebody's saying, oh yeah, you can do it, you're worthy, you have all that it takes, even if you don't get all of that. What you need the most is to believe in yourself and to have the approval of God. That's all you need, guys. Don't come and have depression because somebody does not validate you like you want. Sometimes even your spouse, your husband or your wife might not give you that validation. So if you don't get it, you will not move on with your life. You will not believe in yourself. You will not believe in yourself. Please don't rely on validation. That's the first lesson that I have learned and has stuck with me and will stick with me for the rest of my life. So take that on, guys. Now, the second one I would say is comparing myself with other people. Kai, let me not say it's a stupid thing to do, but yeah, that's what it is now. I think it's a really silly thing to do, to compare yourself with other people. I remember how when BlackBerry just came out that time, and me, I not have BlackBerry, but I have friends that had BlackBerry. I will not be thinking, I'll not be sad. If she has BlackBerry, why don't I have BlackBerry? You know, that kind of thing. That was then though. Yeah, obviously I was immature. I didn't know any better. But even now that I'm grown, I know better. There's still that tendency to want to compare what people around me have achieved and what I have achieved, and start to beat myself up that, oh, why haven't you been able to do what they've done and all of that good stuff. Well, not good stuff, sorry, bad stuff, you know, when I'm comparing myself. And for some reason, you don't even realize that your journeys are entirely different, you know. Everybody has a different journey they're on. We are never going to all be on the same journey. So what's the beauty of life if we're all headed in the same direction? Everybody has a direction that is meant for them. So focus on your journey. Don't compare yourself with anybody. For all you know, you have something that they don't have. Say for example now, maybe your friend has acquired, what can I use for an example now? Just anything really. Okay, say for example, you're married, your friend is married, but they seem to be wealthier than you, but they have a bad marriage. Whereas you're not as healthy as this person you're comparing yourself with, but you have a good marriage. Do you see that? Even the word of God calls people who compare themselves as being unwise. The Bible says that when you compare yourself with another person, you are unwise. Kini unwise mean? What does that mean? Unwise means that you are foolish to compare yourself with anybody. You might just be starting out. They've begun months and years before you. So they seem to be ahead of you, and you're now giving yourself headache that, why haven't I done all that? Sometimes you can compare yourself in a positive way, such that the comparison is based off being inspired. That's different. You can be inspired by what someone around you has achieved, but when that comparison is from a negative point of view, such that you are now worrying, you are now thinking, you're now disturbing your husband at home that, see the car that they have, why don't we have that car? Oh, you're gonna work extra shift. That is foolishness and will only bring about sadness in your family. You don't want that, you know. Just be positive about everything. Don't compare your journey with anybody else's. Eventually, everybody will be all right, will be fine. As long as you are faithful in what you are doing, as long as you are diligent, as long as you have your goals set out for you and you're working towards achieving those goals, everybody will be fine, will all do well. It is unwise to compare yourself with anybody. Please do not do it. All right? So that's 2 right there. Number 3 lesson I have learned in life is don't do good for people with expectations. It's a silly thing to be doing good because you expect something in return. It is not even what God wants us to do. Do good. That is what is expected of you. Be kind, show love, give, be a blessing unto people. God already confirms that when you give, it will come back to you, pressed down, shaking together, and running over. But to now expect that the person you do good to has to do good to you in return is a mistake. That way, you'll be shooting yourself in the leg if you always expect that that same person that you treat in a particular way must treat you that way in return. Don't do it. Don't do it. I've made that mistake in the past where I will not tell you so you'll not make fun of me. I'll give an example instead. So say for example, yeah, I've made silly mistakes in my life, And I'm only sharing with you now because I've learned from them, obviously. But an example would be something simple like you buy a really nice birthday present for someone that you care about, and when it's your own birthday, they forget or they don't buy you birthday present at all. Will you now hate them because of it? Will you now not be friends with them anymore? That's why, with a sincere heart, from a place of love, just do good to people. It will come back to you somehow, because whatever you reap, you sow, right? It's a principle of life. When you're kind to people, they'll be kind to you in return. But the only mistake that I'm trying to hammer on here is, don't expect the good to come back from that exact same person. They say that one good turn deserves another, right? Yes, but I'm just saying that whenever you do good, don't do it having expectations from that same person. It's unhealthy, and you'll be saving yourself a lot of stress if you don't do that. So yeah, that's my point number what now? Number 3. Number 4 lesson that life has taught me is that your miracle is outside of your comfort zone. This one is so good. So good for me. Like, over and over again, I found out that whenever I experience a breakthrough in life, it is always outside of my comfort zone. Now, this might not be the case for you. If you already have millions of dollars as your inheritance from your father or your grandfather, you're already made for life. You don't even need to leave your comfort zone. Just be waking up and sleeping. You are made, Abby. But for us that we've had to work our way through our success so far, I have realized that the major breakthroughs I've had in my life were not in my place of comfort. I had to come out of my comfort zone. I have a good example. I'll share with you guys something a bit personal, but I'm happy to share. So when I moved to Australia with my family, I didn't have a job, obviously. I didn't have a job leaving Nigeria and coming to Australia. So I had to kind of start, all over again. That's the thing about not despising little beginnings. So I came back and had to have a little beginning. And I always told myself that I don't like book. Many of my friends had their masters and all of that jazz, but nah, I wasn't going to do that. But when I got here, I had to start somewhere, right? To make ends meet, to be able to support my family and all of that good stuff. So anyway, I had to go to school again, which was a struggle for me, because at the time, my second child was really young and my brain was just fried. I could not study. I didn't think I could study. I was just really tired. But anyways, I had to come out of that comfort zone and I went back to school. So I studied for some months, and it was a huge struggle. It was in every way outside of my comfort zone. It was difficult. It was a trying period, sleepless nights, a lot of hard work I had to put into my studies. But guys, guess what? Once I was done, I experienced my first major breakthrough in this country, and I got my first job, which was a very good job at the time. And I thank God that I was able to come out of my comfort zone. So for you, I don't know what that comfort zone might be. It might be to go to school again. It might be to leave your current job. It might be whatever. I don't know. But I know that a lot of times, it will take leaving your comfort zone to experience breakthrough. Yeah, so I hope that helps someone today. Leave your comfort zone. Don't stay there. Sometimes comfort zones can mean stagnancy. You just be on that spot. You think it's okay. You're eating your 3 square meal. You can go to Dubai and come back. You're enjoying your life. You can buy something for your wife. You think you're all right. But there's more. There's more outside of your comfort zone. So break out, Do that thing you've been wanting to do, even though it's not comfortable, because you don't know what miracle lies in there. All right? Yes. Now, so my last lesson, my last point, the lessons that life has taught me, number 5. This one, let me be honest, I'm still working on it. I'm not there yet, but I will get there. Stop trying to please everybody. Stop it. Stop it. If you're a pleaser of people, it's a good thing to be kind to people. It's a good thing to be good. It's a good thing to be at peace with all men. But stop trying to please people. Don't stress yourself like that. Just be good. Just be kind. People that love you would love you. Be yourself. When I say be yourself, I don't mean be your bad self. If you're a bad person, try and do better, okay? But if you're a good person generally, and some people just are not fond of you, or don't really like you, or don't really accept you, it's their loss, right? Leave them be. Like, stop disturbing yourself now. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. Do the best you can do. Impact people's life. You are a light upon this earth. Shine your lights where you can. If people don't want your light, take your light away. You know, honestly, I'm that person who tends to want to please everybody. I want everybody to be my friend and all of that stuff. But why? I'm learning, and I have learned that people who don't accept you, it's fine. Leave them. Be kind. Do what you can to be impactful in their lives. Do what you can to make the world a better place. Be at peace with all men, but don't force any friendships. You don't need to. Be kind. If you think that you are showing a lot of love for somebody and it's not being reciprocated, there's no point trying to force anything. Don't try to please everybody. You know, even Jesus did not please everybody while he was on earth. He had a purpose and he fulfilled his purpose. Not everybody was fond of him, and he wasn't really focused on that. So don't be focused on pleasing everybody. Wherever you can lend a helping hand, please lend a helping hand. Don't force relationships if they are not working. Don't please people who don't appreciate you, who don't value you, who don't respect you. It is absolutely pointless. So I hope that with these 5 points of mine, I've been able to convince you that there are lessons in life to learn and you should take on your journey. If these 5 points have helped you in any way, I'd like to hear what you have to say in the comment section. Contribute there. And I just love hearing from you guys, and tell me other lessons you've learned in life. I would love to read and also learn from you guys as well. Obviously, I've learned so many lessons in my life, but I just thought to share these 5 so that I can come back on and share a few more every now and then. So thank you guys for listening. Just before I end the video, besides, this is my second video ever on YouTube, so thank you all for your support on my first video. Gosh, guys, the love I felt the love. Thank you so much for your sincere comments, your constructive feedback, for subscribing, for liking the video. Thank you guys, I really appreciate you. And so many of you were saying that you don't know me enough, that I didn't say anything about myself. Guys, I don't have to say everything now. As we grow, as we evolve on my channel, you will definitely get to know me better. But I will share a few things today. What should I share? I don't want to say too much, you know. Let me not give you all the juice right now. I'll be giving you small. Just be taking sip. Okay, so let me share the fact that I'm married. I've been married for 8 years to my best friend. We have 2 lovely children. I have a boy and a girl. I'm a full-time employee. I work, and then I run 2 successful businesses right now. I'm Christian. I'm a radical, reckless lover of God. So trust that on this channel, I will always include the Bible. I will always include God. I will talk about God a lot on this channel, and I trust that you will enjoy that anyway. So let's leave it there. Let me not say too much. I'll leave small till the next time. All right. So I want to read from you guys in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you have enjoyed it. And I would see you on my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.